welcome back to
the Zak
and Buzz
Review!
So, House of the Dragon, Episode 5.
Hot D.
Are you bored of me?
Well, was it so hot D?
Well, the episode was called Regret, and I kind of feel like that was for very good reason. I mean, this is solid proof that the whole idea that we've said before in previous reviews is the fact that something happens and then everything else after it is like fallout for a bit. Something is just like moping and faffing around, just stuff happening of little consequence, really.
Well, I've got Fav here with me today. What did you think of it, Favy? I think it was a bit boring, to be honest.
That was actually pretty good, not gonna lie.
There you go. So, yeah, he thought it was a little bit boring. You like watching your fellow dragons, don't you? Yes, I do.
Did it have much dragons in it?
Not a lot.
Really. I mean,
They mentioned the dragons, and they actually did mention the big one. I can't think of the one. The one that's angry. The one under the...
oh, what's his name? Vermithor.
Vermithor.
They mentioned it.
Bastard.
Finally, they mentioned Vermithor.
So hopefully we'll get to see him.
Yeah.
I hope so. And anyway, so yeah, it was really an episode of, as I said, not so much hot D, but lukewarm D.
Yeah,
there's not a lot to say about it, really.
No.
As you say, it was the fallout from
the previous episode. I mean, Aegon is basically, he's not dead.
He's a little bit
Yeesh.
crispy.
He's very crispy and very broken, but he's not officially dead yet,
No.
which was actually quite a surprise. And Aemond is obviously been touted as the new king, essentially.
Well, Aemon, you can tell that he's got the biggest dragon at the moment.
Yeah, Vhagar.
Vhagar. He is basically, he wants to be king. That's what I reckon. And
Of course he does.
then you've got Doctor Who also wants to be king.
Yeah, well, that's
'Cause
the
he wants
thing.
to-
He is very blatantly in the Riverlands at Harrenhal trying to gather an army for himself.
That's it. It's always, referred to him as the king.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Kind of like,
Very much so.
yeah, I'm going to go there and I'm going to sit on the throne with the queen and be the king.
Yeah.
So
He's been a very cheeky little chappy, but he's still plagued by all these dreams and things, and some very weird ones, especially in this episode.
yeah, with his mother, I think. Yeah, it's very strange. But as I say, it wasn't an exciting one. It's kind of one of them episodes where I would have hoped they would have brought a bit of excitement in it. Somewhere along the lines, just to sort of spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, he had a bit of a revelation at the end of like, what if we get more Dragon Riders? That was kind of the only thing of note in this episode. Other than that, it was just kind of...
It's totally boring. Exactly!
Hey, maybe they
bit nonnish,
maybe
really.
they give you a part in the next series.
It was all negotiations and talking and...
Yeah, I mean, not being funny. You have to go through this stuff in the story to sort of move things along.
But I kind of feel...
We did see him up on the wall briefly, a reference to them, we will fight hard like Northerners. Yeah,
on the wall. I thought you meant on an actual wall.
No, on the wall.
On the wall.
But we're not actually seeing... That's like a flashback kind
That was a flashback to the first episode.
Yeah,
Right? That's the
but
first see it.
we still haven't seen any of the Northerners come down.
Well, that's the thing. I'm sorry, but Rhaenyra, right? She's on Dragonstone and has no army to really speak of. I mean, what is stopping Vhagar at this very moment from just blasting the hell out of it?
Exactly.
Because they're searching for an army, but they don't have one, so this would be the perfect time to strike.
Yeah, they've hardly got any... I mean, they must have, obviously, the forces of the barons that are there around her table, her council, but they obviously haven't got a lot of people.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, they're outnumbered.
And out-dragoned.
Really. I mean, yeah, they got their biggest dragon. It's just had its head chopped off.
Oh dear.
Well, their rideable dragon has been chopped off. Vermithor, come on!
Vermithor, so, yes.
Very, it's such a non-ish episode. There's not really much more to go into.
Yeah, so we can't really say much about it. I mean, everybody that's watched it knows that it's just a filler.
Yeah, it was a filler. It was so predictable in its nature as a filler. It was just like so unremarkable. as an episode, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Is there any standout parts that kind of are intriguing in the story?
Or it's just the bit at the end where they're saying, "Oh, let's get some other descendants on dragon riders."
Because once the camera went out to the wide angle on that, you could see all the scrolls, the history scrolls, on the shelves. So obviously they need to scroll through the scrolls
and figure out
and see who might be able to ride a dragon.
Exactly.
Welcome to dragon training.
And that was where.
Okay. So let's put it this way: looking on the upside, it's an opportunity to introduce some new characters that we haven't yet seen.
Yeah.
So that
new characters to kill off. Oh my god.
That may well prove interesting. Yay!
I mean,
so there you
who
go.
knows?
So for this episode, it was okay. I like Hot D. You know, so let's go for. I'm going to give it a 4. I mean, it wasn't an exciting watch. I mean, I actually think I nodded off halfway through, didn't I?
Did.
I did.
You
I
did.
nodded off because it
I was
was.
like, oh, Buzz! They mentioned Vermithor! Ooh!
And it was like, oh, did they? Did they?
I'm pretty sure you hit your head on a cabinet at one point when you were snoring. That was the
possibly.
funniest part of this whole viewing experience.
I wonder why my head was hurting. But there you go.
There you go.
Anyway, so that's it. That's a 4 from me.
Right, you're voting at Fuel.
Yeah, I'll go 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You know what? I was relatively disappointed. I don't want to be too negative, but I was disappointed by this episode, and I really wanted it to stand out from the rest of them, but it didn't at all. So I'm gonna go with 2.
What about you, Fav? More dragons! Yeah!
That's not out of 10, Fav now.
Yeah, so, okay.
Can you even count to 10?
I don't know. Can you count to 10? What are you going to give it? 3.
3?
I think that was a 3.
Oh, 3.
3!
That's how many fingers you've got.
3! It's a dragon 3. There you go.
A dragon 3.
3!
Okay. Right. Hopefully the next episode will be a lot better than that.
Yes.
If you enjoy this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. Yes. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I will see you in the next review.
Dragons!